Give the gift of a delicious burger from Bulldog Burger, a soup and sandwich from Sweet Pepper's Deli, appetizers and cocktails from The Grill, or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning at 7 a.m. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Thanks for tuning in and starting off your day with us. Want to give you a live look outside before we get into the forecast this morning, because if you haven't stepped out the door, it's very nice out there. Beautiful blue skies throughout a good portion of northeast Mississippi this morning. This live look over in Lee County. Thanks as always to the North Mississippi Storm Chasers for lending us your camera network so we get to show everybody these beautiful conditions. Temperatures in the low 40s out there over in Lee County this morning. Take a look at the roadways over in Blue Springs. Nothing to obstruct your view on roadways this morning. No rain, no visibility concerns like we saw yesterday. These MDOT traffic cameras over in Blue Springs show that as well, looking at 22 kind of in all different directions this morning. Beautiful blue skies over in Blue Springs as well, and temperatures in the low 40s in Blue Springs too. Take a look at your overall temperatures, more regional view this morning. You can see where the clouds have settled in versus where they have not. 56 in Little Rock, 59 in Fayetteville this morning, 55 in Oklahoma City, 64 in Dallas, 63 in Shreveport. Closer to home and a little bit further east in the 40s, though. 40 in Chattanooga, 43 in Huntsville, 43 in Birmingham as well. Let's take a little bit closer to home, show you what this is impacting us really closer to home, a little bit more specific on our temperatures, how that's impacting us. If you're closer to the Delta, yeah, you're starting off in the 50s this morning, 56 in South Haven, 52 in Senatobia, 56 in Clarksdale. But as I said, the further east that you go and you see a little bit less clouds out there, temperatures starting off in the 40s this morning, 46 in Bruce, 44 over in Tupelo. Overall, all of us starting off warmer, especially if you're dealing with more of those clouds closer to northwest Mississippi, starting off your day 10 up to 15 degrees warmer, a little bit less the further east that you go, but all of us still at least starting off a few degrees warmer than we did yesterday. It's going to be another warm day ahead. Over your first 12 hours, you can expect temperatures, everybody to get into the 50s by 8, into the 70s by 11, and middle 70s to upper 70s are where we're going to be topping off today. Good mix of sun and clouds with a lot of sunshine sticking in the forecast. Clear skies by the evening, temperatures falling back into the 70s by 5. Upper 50s as we head into your 8 o'clock hour. As for satellite and radar this morning, we are not tracking really much of anything. Yeah, a few clouds closer to places in the Mississippi River. High pressure setting off to our east. Putting this into motion, we'll see a little bit more cloud cover into the afternoon. Just a good mix of sun and clouds. No rain expected, and even that does clear off as we head later on in the evening. Shifting into your Saturday, we'll see a lot like this morning, clouds kind of settling just off to our west, building in and out throughout your day. Still seeing a lot of sunshine. Main thing we're going to be tracking out there for your Saturday, if you have any plans, is the pretty breezy conditions because of this front. As that front gets closer, kind of tightens what we call a gradient, making that wind begin to shift from the south and to pick up as well. So we could see a pretty breezy day out there for your Saturday. If you have any plans, just make sure to hold on to your hats. Put a paperweight maybe on some napkins if you plan on being outside. That front will inch closer in as we head overnight into your early Sunday. Not expecting any rain with it, but a little bit more cloud cover out there for your Sunday as well. That front's not going to be bringing us any cooler conditions either, if that was your question. I know you might be looking forward to some cooler conditions. Not going to be getting it in our 7-day forecast. It's going to be warm if you're sticking here in North Mississippi. We will talk about, though, when some cooler conditions or slightly cooler and some rain chances enter the forecast. Also looking at your Friday night football forecast as well, and a full look at your 7-day. It's all coming up right after this.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.
Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather. I want to show you where the clouds are settling in and where they are not this morning, showing you it on all of these cameras instead of maybe a big view. I want to show you some ground truth out there this morning. Take a look over in Cleveland. This is over in the Delta, northwest Mississippi. Look at this. Lots of clouds settling in there over the city of Cleveland, making for warmer temperatures. Temperatures are in the middle 50s over there, but let's shift a little bit further off to the east. This is a look over in Panola County, still in northwest Mississippi. In Batesville, a little bit less cloud cover, but still seeing it out there. Temperatures in the middle 40s over in Batesville. Now let's take it one more step further. You can see in Mabin, still seeing some cloud cover out there and temperatures in the middle 40s as well. So the further east that you go, the less cloud cover you do see. As for airport delays this morning, you know anybody or you yourself are hopping on a flight, maybe for some weekend plans. We're still seeing some pretty major airport delays out there for your Friday morning in the top 3 airports that we've been watching, which is over in Phoenix, Chicago, and LaGuardia. Still seeing some major delays from those, moderate delays in places like LAX, Houston, and then over into the Boston airport. Everybody else not seeing any major delays, but definitely some cancellations out there over the past week. So just make sure you keep an eye on your flight status this morning if you're hitting the airways. Sticking here in North Mississippi, temperatures near 60 by 9, middle 60s by 10, into the 70s we go before noon today. So that's how you know it's going to be a warm one. Take a look at your high temperatures out there. Now, I stepped outside yesterday and it was warm. It was cold, a little bit chilly in the morning. I was like, maybe I need my coat. By the time I got where I was going, I did not need it anymore. It's going to be the same story today. Maybe a crisp coolness in the air a little bit this morning. Not here by this afternoon. Not going to need that coat by any means into this afternoon. In the upper to middle 70s, 78 in Houston, 78 in Grenada, 79 in Greenwood, middle to low 70s further to the Tennessee state line. But overall, warm for this time of year by any means. Our high school game of the week is Okolona versus Faulkner. We'll be there at 5 and 6. If you're headed out to that game or any game, it's going to be a nice evening for it. Looking at clear skies. Temperatures a little bit warm for those pregame times in the upper 60s near 70. We'll fall into the 50s by halftime and kind of rounding out the game in the upper to middle 50s as well. So great game times ahead. Enjoy it. The dry conditions, enjoy the cooler conditions because they're Friday night games. As we head into your Saturday, we're looking at conditions continuing to get warmer. Not only for us, we're kind of on the end of that, but well above average conditions throughout a good portion of the central United States, even off to our west in places like the Dakotas, all the way into New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma. They're looking at temperatures out there on your Saturday afternoon anywhere between 20 and 30 degrees above normal. Now, we're going to be well above normal, but not near as bad as folks off to our west. That does stretch here into North Mississippi. How warm are we going to be getting? Upper 70s out there for your Saturday. Wouldn't be surprised if some folks in the Delta hit 80 out there on Saturday, feeling like a warm spring day instead of a warm fall day out there. Temperatures do go back into the middle 70s as we head into your Sunday with a little bit more cloud cover in the mix. And we're looking at dry conditions remaining throughout your weekend. Enjoy it. Get your yard work done. Anything you want to do outside, because we're tracking rain chances all throughout your next work week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you name a day next work week, and we have rain chances on it. We're looking at a front kind of stalling in the first portion of the week. So Monday through Wednesday, a little bit sparse in those rain chances, but still about a 10 to 20% chance. We take it up to a 40 as we head Thursday into Friday, because we're watching another system kind of pushing that other one out of the way and bringing more widespread rain into the picture as we head late week. Really, we're looking at it overnight Thursday into Friday. That is the overall model consensus as of this morning. Now that can and will change, but right now it's looking to be kind of later in the day on Thursday and then into early Friday out there, not necessarily impacting game times right now for Friday, but that can change. So I just encourage you to keep checking up with our latest forecast as we continue throughout the weekend. Of course, meteorologist Caleb will be here, and then we'll be back, me, Gabe, and Matt, into your Monday. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 70s out here. Don't expect any other temperature all the way through the next 7 days. We're sticking in the 70s. Upper 70s as we head over the next few, middle 70s into your Sunday. Low 70s do return as we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we will see rain chances again uptick as we head later on in the work week. So that's a full look at your 7-day forecast. I want to show you one more thing before we go. I got to head over into Lafayette County to visit some pre-K kids over in the Oxford Early Learning Center. Take a look at this video of As I said, I got to go over and take Maggie's Weather School on the road to the Oxford Early Childhood Center to get to talk to these kiddos about the seasons, how we dress for different weather, when we need our coats, and of course we made a thunderstorm. This is always something I love to do with the kiddos because they love it. It's super interactive as well. Super sweet group. You get to see all of their sweet faces waving to you. Also, there were so many of them, we had to do it in 2 groups. So here's the second one. Again, they're just as sweet as the first. I love getting to go and visit kiddos and just talk to them about the weather and maybe inspire them to be meteorologists as well. Hey, somebody's got to take my job eventually, right? So love getting to go and visit those schools. Make sure to tune in one more time this morning. We'll be back in the next 15 minutes at 7:30, bringing you your latest forecast, and we'll take a look at those SEC football forecasts. So if you are heading out to Tuscaloosa, Oxford, or heading on the road dogs up into Columbia to watch Mississippi State play Mizzou, I'll have all those details coming up at 7:30.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
People tell me how lucky my daughter is to have been adopted. But really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.